Wham bam, thank you, Hulu.
Daddy likes a snack.
Here is the vacation disaster story from Blake Wexler.
You take a vitamin chip?
Mom, take a picture of me. I'm posing like Hulk Hogan.
What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. You know what? It's a little vacation with your buds, Chip and Thomas. To my right, as always, is the aforementioned Chip, Philadelphia's own. You know him from Netflix and his own stand-up special. Chip Chantry, everybody.
And over here to my left is Emmy award-winning producer and writer. He puts the air in bathing suit area, Mr. Thomas O'Brien. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Yeah, it is. It's an important topic to talk about.
Yeah.
Bathing suit areas. Mm-hmm. There's oh my gosh, it's so apropos to what we're going to talk about today on the podcast, Chip.
It really is. And, you know, I love that we landed on Sunburnt Podcast. That was your idea for the name.
I actually think that might have been my wife's idea.
Oh, well, shout out to your wife. Let's give her full credit where credit is due.
I really wanted vacation pigs, but you're allergic to success and money.
Yes. So vacation pigs, I decided let's go a little bit less porky. And but we really were thinking about a name for it. And how did bathing suit area not make the short list? That's
right? True.
Hey, let's start the podcast over again. Let me. Can I do it? Like if this was the room?
Yeah. Like if it was.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to the bathing suit area. I'm your host, Chip, and over here is my co-host, Thomas O'Brien. See, it rolls off the tongue, the bathing suit area. So maybe that is a segment, like people have like corners on their pocket, like, oh, it's time for listener corner or whatever. Maybe it's all right, it's time to go to the bathing suit area. Maybe it's a place where you have to go if you do something wrong. It's like, all right, 5 minutes to the bathing suit area.
Can I ask you a question? Where do you think the term bathing suit area is used?
Oh, it's when we're talking about our private parts.
To what specific demographic?
To like little children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, two grown men using it's pedophile verbiage.
Yeah, it is.
It's like nobody's allowed to touch you in your bathing suit areas or look at your bathing suit areas.
Exactly. Yes. So that's
hey everybody, welcome to the Epstein Island podcast, where me and Chip Chantry talk about all things that happen on the Isle.
And this episode is entitled "Show Me on the Doll Where They Touched You." You know, that doesn't roll off the tongue. I think we should have stuck with vacation pigs. There you go.
Vacation pigs. Yeah. Ooh, but if you were a vacation pig, like, can you imagine that bathing suit area?
That'd be a rough one, buddy. Speaking of vacation pigs, Your boy over here has dropped 5 pounds this week.
A 5 pound week, baby.
It feels more like a 5 pound strong, I will say that. But it was a 5 pound week, and want to make that bathing suit area look good in the bathing suit at some point, and trying to do in dry January, trying to eat right, trying to exercise a little bit, and down 5 pounds this week. So I'm feeling good.
Tell me, I mean, it sounds like you cut out the booze.
Which, by the way, that I just wanted a disclaimer here. I cut out the booze. It's not like I'm a booze hound or anything like that. But you have a couple drinks every once in a while, and it's those little sugars add up, buddy.
They're not calorie free, Chip.
I will say, like, handful of nights a week, I'll have a drink or two. Maybe like even like 2 nights a week, 3 nights a week, whatever. My wife and I go out to dinner, have a drink or two, whatever. If I get a little buzzed. We get back or whatever, I'm like, oh, I want a snack now.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I use the justification in my head that, like, oh, I got a little booze in the old tummy. If I throw some cupcakes in there, it's going to absorb it, and I'm not going to feel as bad in the morning.
I think it's right, though. I think that's how the math works out.
That's how science works. Science and math, Thomas. Yes.
But we all know famously Andy Dwyer went from nearly 300 pounds to a leading man, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Just by cutting out beer, according to Parks and Recreation.
That's all you got to do, buddy. So, yeah.
All right, so you cut out the booze.
Yep. The snacks, too. The snacks. That's a tough one,
It is tough. Daddy likes a snack.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations on being 5 pounds down.
Look at me.
If you continue this weekly clip, you will be 0 pounds in no time, buddy.
That's what I'm hoping for, Thomas. I'm hoping to just sort of disappear.
Well, keep doing this podcast, and that'll also happen to our career and relevance.
Very quickly.
All right. Well, this is the Sunburnt Podcast, despite what you've heard earlier, where it's a little mini vacation with your buds, Chip and Thomas. Today, we're going to be talking about Trouble in Paradise, Chip.
Yes.
We've got just a banger of a call-in.
Yes.
A tricky situation somebody got into in their teens, Chip.
Yeah.
A little island excursion in their teens.
Yes. Tween years, baby.
And we're also going to be talking about world records and everything in between. Sunburnt Podcast. Stay tuned. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. Are there any rules about clothing in the swimming pool?
Well, sir, it is a family area, so bathing suits are required.
Oh, that's no problem. What about 8 people swimming around wearing full mascot outfits?
Just as long as you skim the pool after you're done.
Oh, I plan on it.
Chip!
Thomas.
It's episode 46 of the Sunburnt Podcast.
What are we going to do for 50? I think there has to be just a major blowout.
It's the bicentennial or the half centennial?
Yeah, the half centennial. It's the half.
The podcast has to start using Centrum Silver.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, they should start getting checked. And have those one-a-days, baby. That's how old this podcast is. Look at us.
You take a vitamin, Chip?
I take a number of vitamins.
Really?
I go right through the alphabet. I do a B12. I do a C. I do a D. B, C's, and D's. It's kind of like my report card in 11th grade. Just B's, C's, and D's.
I watching The Pit with the wife.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen The Pit? No, you're not a Pit guy yet. You will be.
I'm aware of it, yes.
Yeah, you like to store up your streaming on one platform. And then you get it for a month, knock it out, get out of there.
Wham, bam, thank you, Hulu.
On The Pit, though, first episode of the season, they're setting up the 4th of July day.
Okay.
A lot going on. Every season is one day in The Pit.
Of course.
And this dude, it's just so annoying. This dude is sick. He's got kind of like a weird thing going on. And the doctors asked, do you take any medications? And his wife pulls out 4 or 5 just like freezer gallon bags full of one's medication, but the rest are just all supplements.
Yeah.
And the doctors are just like, God damn it, I need to figure out which one of these 9,000 chemical compounds is causing whatever's going on in this guy.
Yeah.
You just see him go, oh no.
And just drop it. Just stop taking them for a couple of days. Let's let that ivermectin just wear out of your body and start from scratch.
Yeah. Find neutral.
Yes, exactly.
I wonder how much weight he would drop if he's not eating, I don't know, roughly 1.5 pounds of supplements every day.
I think some of that vacation weight would come off him, you know? Of course, he wouldn't get his folic acid or whatever, but, you know, I think we can deal with that out it for a little bit.
But 46 sunny episodes.
46 of them, baby.
Of the Sunburnt Podcast, including a couple of ones we ditched at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because they weren't good enough.
No, not at all.
And then a couple we ditched due to technical difficulties. This might be the 200th episode we've recorded of the Sunburnt Podcast.
So, congratulations. Happy anniversary, Thomas, on our 200th episode that never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm a proud papa. Mm-hmm. Well, should we jump into it? Should we get into some Trouble in Paradise, Chip?
I'm so excited about this one.
All right, this is the Trouble in Paradise segment.
And we want to keep this segment going, so tell the listeners and the viewers how they can help this segment go.
Absolutely. So we want to hear about your worst vacation moments. And you can do that by either sending us an email or calling at 310-845-6038. We have a voicemail box set up there. If you want to leave a message that we can play here on the podcast and you're giving us permission to use it however we see fit, put it on the podcast by leaving a message there. Do it. Do it. We had a great one last week. We've got another winner this week, and we want to keep this segment going, so don't be shy.
And use your first and or last name, or keep it anonymous if you want to. Either way is totally fine.
Yeah, we don't care who you are.
No.
We just want that juicy story, baby.
That embarrassing, that crazy, that wild, that horrible vacation story that you came out the other side of.
Yeah. And or if you want any advice, if you're going through something, we're also here for that. But mostly we want to hear about your bad vacations.
Yes.
So hit us with that. Chip, do you want to set up the call-in today?
All right, so this one is, as the listener will hear, because we actually get to pull. Last time, my friend Graham wrote in, and he gave the great story about the crying game we learned all about with that twist reveal. And the reveal this week is that my friend and very funny comedian Blake Wexler, check him out on all of his socials and anti-socials. Blake Wexler shared a story via voicemail that we're going to play in just a moment. And it's one from his childhood, his tween years, those formative years. So he's going to get in a little, he's not going to get in trouble, but maybe cumulatively later on, he will get in trouble for this. So here is the vacation disaster story from Blake Wexler.
Who had the freaking beans
Yeah.
to call 310-845-6038 and leave this beautiful voice message. All right. This is a Trouble in Paradise, baby.
Here we
You
go.
ready, Chip?
Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Blake Wexler. So I was just visiting my parents and we're going through some old photos at their place, which remind me of this vacation story. So I think I was like 13 years old and I was visiting the Virgin Islands, which were named after Chip. And so I was going through these photos and I remember like there was just a ton of photos of me taken on the beach, and I would never ever, it just wasn't really a thing I would do to ask my parents to take photos of me, which.
Okay, that right there is very real. There's no 13-year-old boy that's like, let's get a bunch of photos of me.
Yeah, just me and my trunks as a tween on the beach, ready to go. No,
it's an awkward phase.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You're not being like, Mom, turn the camera on me. No. I'm here on the beach with my parents. So something's awry.
Yes.
Chip.
Yes. Something is off in these islands of virgins.
Continuing.
So I thought that was like very strange. And then I was looking at the photos and I realized that I had asked my parents to take so many pictures because we were on a nude beach. And which was like I think there were just nude beaches there. I don't think my parents were planning on this is the day our son becomes a man. I think they just wanted, I think that was the only beach available. And you didn't have to be nude. I do have to say that.
All right. So, it depends on your parenting style, but I think like that's a horrifying revelation. Probably, right? That's like uncomfortable.
What, revelation that you're on a nude beach? Or
that you're just like brought your child to a nude beach?
Oh, as a parent. Yeah, absolutely. But what if that was, instead of the talk, that's what like the boy becomes a man today. Be like, all right, son.
Yeah.
We're going to Disneyland. No, we're not. We're going to a beach where everybody's going to be naked. And you're going to learn about those birds and those bees.
Yeah. Go out there, see what you see, and never bother me with it.
No.
Okay, I like that. You're taking two completely different lanes. You're setting him in a learning environment without spoon feeding it to him.
Imagine being on a family vacation, a beautiful family vacation as a 13-year-old to the Virgin Islands. Like, you're excited. You're bragging to your friends about it. And it's just a ruse to sit you down and tell you about how sex works and where babies come from. Like, just ruining that vacation. Like, it's just like that'd be like taking somebody to the Bahamas to tell them that grandmom died. You know, like it's just it's not fun. So yeah, I would assume, knowing Blake's parents, I would assume that this was sprung upon them. They were not they were caught unawares as well.
But you kind of, I don't know, you hear Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
That's in the sexual vocabulary.
Right.
You know, there's something going on in them islands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As we've seen in the news. Yeah.
All right, continuing.
Okay.
So my 13-year-old boy trick was to be like, hey, will you please just take as many photos of me as possible? Just because I guess I thought it was fun to have photos of me and naked people without their consent in the background. I don't even know if this is usable. I apologize if it's not. I was clothed. I do need to say that.
Okay, that's good
this
to know.
wasn't some long-term entrapment scam where I would eventually call the police and report my parents for having weird media in their homes. I'm really sorry. This may actually not be usable. It's fine with me. I would love for you to use it. But if you can't, I completely understand.
Thank you, Blake. Well, of course
thank
it's
you,
useful.
Blake.
This is, I mean, just the scheming mind of a 13-year-old Blake Wexler just being like, I'm going to get some boobies in a picture. Mom, take a picture of me. I'm posing like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Make sure you get the foreground and the background. Get all the grounds.
Yeah.
He should use this as his headshot, I think. This should be his current headshot.
Oh, yeah.
Just like him, like, posing as a 13-year-old with just like an Italian couple behind him, just letting it all hang out.
Au natural, baby. Yeah, like, hey, mom, look, I didn't rub my sunscreen in all the way. Take 12 shots of me facing this way.
Now this way. Now let's get the sun's angle over here.
Yeah. And unless your parents are legally blind, they know what you're doing.
Oh, they 100% knew. They're like, all right, let's indulge this little pervert.
I know exactly the verbiage my family would have used. It's like, do you really want a picture, or are you doing this to be silly?
Oh, silly. That's
silly.
That's
silly was the term.
That's
instead of having any conversation around those areas, or are you being silly?
I mean, what a great Oregonian term to use. Be like, I went to the prom and then got silly in the back seat of that car. You know? Wow.
What are all those gentlemen doing in a gentleman's club? Well, they're being as silly gooses can be.
They're being silly. I know you spent a short time in prison. How did that go? It was very silly.
A lot of it was scary, and even scarier, a lot of it was silly.
It was very silly. But yeah, his parents, or maybe they didn't, but it's just that scheming. By the way, if that was today, if he was 13-year-old Blake Wexler today, he would currently have 5 gigs worth of selfies on his phone right now.
Yeah. Well, actually, Chip, I've got an update.
Oh, do you? Okay, go ahead.
Blake, thanks so much for sending in that story. That's unbelievable. Don't know exactly how old Blake is, but in the early 2000s,
which I think this is where this would have happened probably about.
Early 2000s, they're phasing out nude beaches in the Virgin Islands.
Oh, so he got kind of like the last gasp of it.
He got the last gasp of it, like starting in the early 2000s, maybe even a little earlier than that, the late 1990s.
Okay.
There was a movement. It was never legal to be nude in the Virgin Islands. That was never, it was always against the law. They just look the other way on certain beaches. And as a matter of fact, the locals find it very offensive to be nude on their beaches. They don't like it.
Well, by the way, I'll tell you who did not look the other way. Blake Wexler.
Any 13-year-olds.
Any 13-year-old. He's not looking away at all.
Did you see that? I think it was Saturday Night Live. It was a sketch about like the 13-year-old consultant they had on the Game of Thrones.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just like, and maybe there'd be another dragon and some more boobies over here.
By the way, Blake's 7th grade "What I Did on My Summer Vacation" collage must have been awesome that year. That must have been so. He's like. He is Blake Wexler at 13 was literally Buzz from Home Alone. Like that's who he is.
He had a tarantula.
Yeah.
He had some sensitive pics.
He I hope Blake at some point did that thing like when like a girl will get a picture taken on the beach at sunset and she does the thing where she like holds the sun up, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just boobs. You know, like he's just like, here, Mom, look, I'm pretending to hold an award, you know, and it's just, no, over this way, to the left. You got to be right there. You got to be right next to me. You got to be right next to me to make it look real. I just like I imagine somebody though, like this. I guess is in a photo album somewhere. A number of these pictures because Blake found them.
Yeah.
Imagine someone comes across this photo album years from now, like a tangential family member just somehow gets lost and it's at a yard sale somewhere and somebody's just flipping through and they're like, what is this? This is like, it's, oh my God, it's 36 photos of a beach full of naked people and a husky 13-year-old boy in Space Jam swim trunks with an erection. I need to turn this over to the authorities, I think.
Yeah, it's your chance to do the dance at the Space Jam.
That does remind me of a story. When I was probably about 7, so I was about half of Blake's age at the time. I was 7 years old. My parents and our friends down the street rented a house together in Wildwood, New Jersey, classiest town in New Jersey, and we got this house, and it was like he was like renting it. He was like subletting it from. It was like a guy that like worked for him. It was like a young guy in his 20s. He and a couple buddies had the place for the summer, I guess, and then they were going to be gone, and then like rented it to us then for like the week, or it was something like that. And we walk in, so you could just imagine like just a couple 20-something, probably college-age dudes had a house. They were gone. We get the house for the week. We walk in. I still remember this. The first day we walk into the house, and in the living room are 2 posters. One is of a Lamborghini, and one is just of a woman with like a cut kind of flash dance cut sweatshirt with just
classic.
One boob out, just a boob hanging out.
Just the one.
Just the one. And we just all had to pretend that it wasn't there the entire week. Like it was just hanging up in our vacation house for a week. But like it was myself and my little brother and my friend and his older sister, who were all ages like 5 to 12. And we just all pretended like that X-rated photo was not there.
Wow. What a decor choice.
Yeah. By the way, I just realized, I just realized something. I met Blake when he started doing stand-up at age 15.
Oh, so he was 2 years off of this. He's been a silly boy. He's been a silly boy.
This is like, I'm picturing like tiny Blake Wexler. This is like 18 months before I met him. He's still living off the fumes of this as he's starting stand-up comedy. This is This is just a destructive, devilish little 13-year-old Blake Wexler.
Yeah, that puts a whole new context on it. Another use for those photos, another way those photos might show up, and I can't wait for it to happen, is one of those Ancestry TV shows. Mm-hmm. Where like somebody shows like a celebrity or a C-list celebrity,
right?
Some family secrets they've revealed through DNA and research at Ancestry.com or whatever, and just like it is the photo of your long lost grandma, the only one known in existence, and she's nude, and just little Blake Wexler's just double guns in the car. And then they just keep going. Every photo they have of your grandma, your biological grandma, is just her on a nude beach with some kid giving you like a WWE pose.
Yeah.
That's what I like. That's what I think is.
That's grandma. Why is she naked? And why is there a pasty kid doing the Stone Cold Stunner in front of her? Why is this happening? Why are you showing this to me? This is awful. Please take that away. I don't want to look at this anymore.
Well, that's a young stand-up comedian, Blake Wexler.
You know what would have been great if, God forbid, and it didn't happen, but let's say 14-year-old Blake Wexler gets kidnapped. His parents are frantic. And they're just like, we have to alert the police. We have to get it out there. And they just make hundreds of flyers. And there's just it's just a picture of him on the beach with just 3 naked aunts behind him, ladies from Kentucky or whatever, just naked ladies.
Dude.
But just that, but like they're so distraught and they just have to, this is the most recent photo we have of him, get it out there, and be like, missing boy. And it's like, apparently the last time he was seen, he was in paradise.
Dude, that's so funny. Like the idea of like limited photos for a missing person photo.
Yeah. This one is him on the toilet. This one is him with 3 naked men from Portugal. We need to find him. We need to find Blake.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, too. Like, I mean, not that it was, I guess it wasn't specifically a nude beach because those weren't sanctioned. But, like, imagine having the camera out. Like, I guess people who are on a nude beach probably wouldn't care too much if they're already naked on a nude beach. But, like,
I think it's the opposite. I think there's like I just reading about this for this segment, not because I enjoy not because that's my lane.
You enjoy nakedity.
Yeah, the nakedity.
Yeah.
Is what I celebrate during the holidays.
Yeah, nakedity scene.
But I guess socially, there's social norms. Like, if the culture is strong enough where a nude beach persists even though local authorities don't allow it, then that means that the social culture is pretty strong.
Okay.
And in those nude beach scenarios, cameras are a no-no.
Okay.
To the point where even like law enforcement, if they were around, would probably say, hey, knock it off, or escort you out if you were taking pictures of people without consent.
Right. Snappity snaps. Yeah.
I think in proper the United States, I think anything you do in public can kind of be captured on video.
Right.
Unless you're in a space that you can reasonably expect privacy. But if you're just out in the open on public land,
right,
there's no such expectations.
Blake's in the clear is what you're saying.
I think Blake's in the clear, but I think it would have been very likely if people thought he was being silly.
Yes.
From the culture.
Right.
From the natural community.
Mm-hmm.
Then he might have been asked to leave. Maybe had a little social stigma, but they're nudists. They know what 13-year-old boys are up to. He's just being silly, Chip.
He's just being silly. Silly Blake Wexler. He's
so funny.
He sillied his way into getting canceled in 2002.
Before puberty fully set in, he was canceled.
Right.
What? Ahead of his time, some might say.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean the guy was a trailblazer.
With Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter. Portland Trailblazers.
Really? Yeah.
All right. Well, dude, that's it for Trouble in Paradise. Please hit us with your Trouble in Paradise stories. These are a lot of fun.
And thank you for Blake Wexler for saying that in. Thank you, Blake. And Blake, next year when you go on a family vacation to another nude beach and you get your parents to take photos of you, send that story in to us. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, it's just like after 4 or 5 years, it becomes hard to do the aw shucks. We didn't mean to find a nude beach.
Yeah, just a 35-year-old man doing the Roger Rabbit. Like, Mom, take a video of me real quick. I'm doing the Roger Rabbit.
We had no idea what it was. We ended up at Hedonism 2. With the parents, and wow, did we get some photo book classics.
And like Mom is still just like begrudgingly, but like she wants to make a nice scrapbook, so she's begrudgingly pasting all of these photos in
just
each
doilies.
Yeah,
doilies behind some ranch.
Or she gets one of those, what's the it's like Shutterfly, the Shutterfly book, like you can get those books made where it's like a storybook. Like my mom will do one for like the year, or for like we go on a big family vacation, she'll get it like, just this is a storybook he can just share with his children someday. Like, look, this is your son being silly at 13. How's
the quality on those Shutterfly books, Chip?
They're pretty good.
Because I got a Walgreens photo book made for my wife for Mother's Day.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
And it was an abomination.
Thumbs down,
This thing
right?
was such thumbs down. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was a very reasonable price, and they could make it in an hour. So I don't know what I expected.
Yep.
But like, I tried to order it 4 times, and it kept like saying like it'll be ready in 2 days. And then I would show up and they'd be like, sorry, it's not, the machine's having some trouble.
Right.
And finally, I just had to send it to a different store, and that machine was having, so it was just looked like a zebra. There was like discolored lines going through it.
Yeah.
The front cover was printed on an angle and also blurry.
Of course.
So let's just say that, like, what I thought would be the big sentimental hit, like, I spent, like, hours getting pictures, putting them into a layout.
Yep.
I wanted this to be nice.
Of course.
And then when I finally saw it, because it took so long and I went through so many false starts, by the time I actually had it in my hands, it was like the day before Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that my big sentimental portion of the gift was unusable.
Yeah. I would go, I think it was Shutterfly that my mom used, and they make very nice books.
We might have to do one for Hawaii.
I know, right? Just a nice bound copy. And if Blake, if you wouldn't mind, send us a few of those photos in. We'll include those with our Hawaii pics.
With tasteful black bars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not getting in trouble for smut again, Chip.
No, we're not.
I ain't going back there.
No, we are not. So Blake Wexler, thank you, Blake. Make sure you check him out on all the social medias. Blake Wexler, he's got specials out there, albums out there. Very funny guy. I'll say it, a very silly guy.
I hope that's what carries around from here, because it does fit with his personality, his stage presence.
Yes.
This is a silly Billy.
Yeah, he is.
In the funnest, most grown-up way. All right. From Trouble in Paradise, from bad vacations to good books, Chip.
To the good book.
We are revisiting the good book, the Guinness Book of World Records. Just finding the outliers, the people and groups of people, and sometimes natural elements that have pushed beyond anything ever done on this planet before.
They're doing the work. These are the greatest specimens on planet Earth right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Exactly. And we're celebrating. Each week, Chip and I pick one, share it with each other and you. Chip, this week, what is your Guinness World Record?
I got a Guinness World Record for the ages, Thomas.
Ooh,
all right.
Okay.
So this week, this is the longest television segment directed while blindfolded.
Okay. So directing a largely visual profession.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're listening too, but all right, yeah, well, I'm going to need a little more context on this.
So picture this, Thomas, you've worked in television. You've worked in television a lot more than I have, but we've worked there. But everybody has seen like the I don't know if it's considered Video Village or the control room of where they're directing a major TV show, not like a sitcom. Like this would be like a picture. This was actually, and we'll get into it, but this was a game show with a number of contestants. So like a big America's Got Talent kind of that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And so it just picture this guy in a control room with like 12 different camera angles that he's looking at on different monitors, and you see that guy in the booth like with the mic on and the headset. He's like, all right, throw to camera 3. All right, rolling camera 4. Go to camera 6. Back to camera 1. Wide angle on camera 2. And he's like calling those out, and then there's the guys that are making that happen, and then you can see the cuts of the show where it's like, here's the wide camera angle, here's the close up of this guy, here's this. All right, cut to camera 2. Camera 6, camera whatever. So that's what he's doing.
Do you know if it's live?
It feels like it is, because if it seemed like it was, because like, why would he be doing that? Like, you can then take the time to go back and edit it. So I would assume
those shows, they do have cuts that come out. They call the cameras. If it's going live, that's live, like sports or whatever, or a pageant sometimes is live, those kind of things. But you just want to get it as close as you can on the day. But you give it to the editors. They still have all the footage.
Thomas, it's just like mowing the lawn. You want to get as close to the edge as possible so you don't have to spend that much time weed whacking.
That's what I'm talking about. You want to minimize your time whacking.
Unless you're being really silly like Blake Wexler.
Unless you're a silly Blake Wexler.
Yep. So this is the record. So picture, I think we've all seen that sort of situation. This happened on May 3rd, 2019, the good old days. Okay,
wow. Okay. Yeah. This is pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID in Italy. This happened in Rome.
Okay. So I imagine this is a smoky control room.
I would.
These guys are banging darts.
Yep.
Calling cameras. And it's like, I don't even need to see it.
Exactly. Sucking in that Nick, having some espresso.
Oh, yeah. So he's jittery also.
He's just blah, 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 blah. Oh, and he looked jittery too. So on May 3rd, 2019, your boy Roberto Sensi, I believe I'm saying that right, Sensi, from Italy.
Sense.
By the way, looks like okay, everybody close your eyes right now. If you're listening, you're watching, unless you're driving, don't close your eyes. But picture Italian television director Roberto Sensi right now. Picture him in your mind. Okay, good. He's exactly what you think of. He is this man in his 50s he's kind of sweaty. He's got sort of a big pot belly, and he's wearing a tight white button-up shirt that is unbuttoned the exact amount of buttons down that you're expecting it to be. It's just wide open, showing that chest hair. He's got his headset on, and he is wearing a black blindfold. And it's the opening, what looks like the opening segment of the game show Chow Darwin. So
chow means hello, goodbye.
Hello, goodbye, yes. And Darwin, of course. And apparently it's like, I looked up the game show, and apparently it's this game show that almost, by the way, you said pageant, which is very interesting, because it's 100 contestants, and they're all filing in as if it was like a beauty pageant. So very much that vibe. And and there's also song and dance going on. It's the big opening number. There's audience shots, and all these 100 people are walking in. And apparently
everybody's smoking.
Everybody's
smoking.
Everybody's
drinking cappuccinos.
Yes. Yeah. They all have a gelati in their hand. And they, for 3 minutes and 36 seconds, that is the record. 3 minutes, 36 seconds.
That's so long.
That is a long TV segment, by the way.
It is.
This man is just watching these people come in. And so apparently the game show it's very much like, we have some that I think are similar, like The Floor and that type of thing. But it's 100 people, and apparently it's like 2 different groups of 50, and they fight doing like, it's like trivia, silly games or whatever, and then they get eliminated one by one, kind of Darwin style, until I guess there's one winner or whatever. But that is the name of the show. But
so it's survival of the fittest.
It's survival of the fittest. But they're all coming into this big song and dance number, and there is video footage of this. You can watch Roberto Sensi. He is facing the camera, the person that's videoing him. He's got his back to all of like the 12 or so monitors. He is also blindfolded, and you can hear the feed coming in, the music, and you can see all the pictures. And then in Italian, whatever these Italian numbers are, he's like, camera 1, camera 6, 4, 7, 6, 2, and then he would like hold, and then there'd be a certain song, you're like, back to 1, but all in Spanish, and he's just yelling this. And by the way, it looks pretty good from what I'm seeing, because then you can kind of see the feed, and it looks pretty good. But then I'm thinking too, how precise does it have to be? If you're just sort of, it's this opening number and you're just showing different things, people walking in, wide angle, like it might not be as tight as like if you're doing a sitcom or something, maybe when there's more action on the actual show rather than just the beginning. But he did this thing for 3 minutes, 36 seconds. He is videotaped pointing this out, calling it out, and it is it's pretty good. I think it's although I will say, and he also, by the way, he is apparently a premiere director in Italy, premiere television director. He also does the show, and like this was like big news on like when I was reading this. Apparently, this is a big show. I guess I think it's called Lo Show de Record in Italy, which I guess is a big show, which is also sort of like a talent show, but it is in cahoots. You ready for this? It's in cahoots with the Guinness Book of World Records. So he directs another TV show where like people might set world records. So I bet they were like, hey, I bet you could set a record.
Oh.
So that's where it came from. But
they're like, this guy phones it in so hard.
Yeah.
He doesn't even really look at the screens. I mean, we could get him to get a record on some other show, right?
Yeah. What's Italian for shoehorn? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can just imagine, afterwards, what do you mean you're reducing my salary?
Yeah. you're not doing the well. That's the thing too. It just said it's the record for the longest television segment directed while blindfolded. It doesn't say it was directed well by a blindfolded person. So it's not. So anybody could do that.
That's subjective.
I want to direct like an hour-long TV show where I'm just blindfolded the whole time. Like, go to camera 6, go to camera 2, and it would just be ridiculous. But like it would just. But I get the record for like an hour-long show. I think it would end up looking like Jamie Kennedy's 2013 First Night Bash. Do you know what I mean?
I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, you haven't seen... Oh, Thomas.
First Night Bash?
Today. I always thought it was a New Year's thing, but I think it was like a New Year's Eve, program, like Rockin' Eve kind of thing. But I believe it's first night, so I guess... I'm assuming it was like, New Year's Day or whatever. They sometimes do a celebration, whatever. But Jamie Kennedy hosted and I believe produced this television live special that was, coming live from LA. And I think it was on a local Los Angeles station. But it's this party. And now we go to Macy Gray was one of the musical guests in 2013. All these other things, so it was basically like that, but it is one of the craziest, most amateur, screwed up feeds. People are just cursing into it. There's the wrong camera angles. There's basically a brawl. Spoiler alert, there's a brawl at the very end of it. It's on YouTube. You can watch clips of it or you can watch it in its entirety. Please watch Jamie Kennedy's 2013, I think it's called First Night Bash. It is amazing. And again, I believe Roberto Sensi could have done it better blindfolded. But that's what you don't do. Could you imagine doing that at your job though that wasn't TV directing? You're just I don't know, I'm an accountant or I'm a oh yeah, I'm a nurse. Hey guys, watch me. I'm going to go do this next one blindfolded. They're like, "Yeah, don't do that. I'm going to do Mrs. Anderson's tax long form with my eyes closed." They're like, "No, that's unprofessional. Please don't do that." Although I will say this, Thomas, we do have. You do a great job, Thomas. You do the technical work, the editing, the creative genius behind this podcast. We have a couple of camera angles that we can have. We have your camera angle, my camera angle. There's kind of the split screen with the two of us.
Yep.
What I would like to do right now, Thomas, this is the first.
All right.
I would like to attempt a world record. Okay.
Oh,
I don't think anybody's ever attempted this before.
Okay.
I am going to direct the longest videoed podcast segment while blindfolded.
Oh my God. Okay. I will tell you this.
Yeah.
Just a friendly, helpful hint.
Yes.
Camera 1 is me.
Okay.
Camera 2 is you.
Okay.
The split screen is 3.
Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do this. I brought my little makeshift blindfold here, so I'm gonna make it right now. I think we might be making history. This is literally just an old T-shirt.
Mamma mia, dude!
That I'm going to blindfold myself. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just gonna hold it here so I don't have to tie it because I got all my stuff. Now I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm into the mic. Let me just make sure I'm right into the mic. Okay. Time me, Thomas. Okay.
All right.
All right, hold on just a second. And we're going to podcast, but I'm going to direct this podcast totally blindfolded. I cannot see. All right, here we go. You tell me when to go, Thomas. You tell me when to start directing this podcast. Okay.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, camera 1. Camera 1.
Okay.
Camera 2.
Yep.
Back to 1.
Yeah.
Wide shot.
Okay.
Camera 3. Camera 1.
Yep.
Camera 2.
Mm-hmm.
Picture of a goat.
Mm-hmm.
Camera 1.
Yes.
Picture of Blake Wexler.
Okay.
Camera 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on camera 3. Hold on camera 3. On camera 3, put an inset of a bag of Skittles.
Okay.
Back to camera 1.
Yep.
Camera 3.
Mm-hmm.
Camera 1.
Yep.
Picture of Maury Povich.
Mm-hmm.
Camera 1.
Mm-hmm.
Camera 3. And we're done. We're out.
Wow. Chip, that was 50 seconds.
Wow.
50 seconds. Dude, that was good. That was good. I think that's a step up from the general no directorness that we have on this podcast.
Hey, you know what they say? In the land of the blindfolded, the no director is king. I believe that's how they say that.
Yeah.
So
no director is king.
So congratulations to Roberto Sensi. By the way, I will say this. Before that, the last time an Italian director did his job blindfolded was in 1990 when Francis Ford Coppola directed Godfather 3. Godfather 3. That's a Godfather 3 joke.
Shots fired, Francis.
There we go.
Apocalypse then.
Apocalypse wow.
Well, Apocalypse wow. I can't see anything through this blindfold. Stupid.
Thomas, what is your Guinness record for this week?
It's very tropical.
Good.
The world record for the most people snorkeling simultaneously.
Whoa.
Chip, you dare to guess how many people got together and snorkeled in the Indian Ocean?
200.
Chip, you're a third of the way there.
Whoa.
On October 18th, 2025, exactly 623 people gathered in the Maldives, submerged together to promote a high-stakes ocean conservation initiative.
Nice.
The crowd wasn't just tourists. It also involved people from all the surrounding islands, like 13 of them, and people that worked at different luxury resorts, all to come together to support this UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. And I don't know what that means, a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, but I think it means it's important and it's endangered.
I can tell you that one time when I was a kid, I had the video store reserve a copy of Biodome.
Oh, maybe that's what this is. It's a Stephen Baldwin initiative.
Yes, I believe so.
And they were very worried about freeing mahi-mahi, which also may have implications here.
Okay.
There was a specific no-touch rule. To make the world official, the Guinness rule said that participants could not just float. They had to be in full gear, mask, snorkel, and fins, and nobody was allowed to touch the sea floor or a boat during the official counting period.
Okay.
And everybody had to be under at the same time for 5 minutes for it to count, with nobody coming up.
Nobody coming up for air. So this is snorkeling. So this is not scuba. This is snorkeling.
It's not scuba. It's snorkeling. A much easier apple to bite.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The snorkeling.
Yeah, without all those tanks, etc. Yeah.
So have you ever been snorkeling, Chip?
I mean, I've used a snorkel in a swimming pool before. Actually, one time I did. And this is just a step up from that. But there was a thing down when I was like 18. I was down in like Disney World or like one of the resorts down there, and it's like you could swim with the sharks. Where like you swim across this pool and there's like little sharks below you, and you basically just snorkel across. That's as close as I've gotten. How about you?
Love snorkeling.
Yeah, really?
It turned out to be like me and my wife's favorite hobby. Like I really, really like getting there in the water and checking out what's going on underneath the ocean surface.
Underneath it all. That's great. What's one of the coolest things you've found?
Dead bot? No. It's there's just it's Poipu. Poipu is like the southern tip of Kauai.
Okay.
And just unbelievable snorkeling, man.
Yeah.
You see just hundreds of different types of fish. It's really wild. There's like long needlefish. There's like fish that aren't just like colors you'd think nothing in nature would be.
Yeah.
Just like the neons and the tropical like pinks and blues and yellows. And they're just chilling all around you, dude. They don't care. You're in their world.
Old Tommy Cousteau over here. I love this.
Yeah. No, you just get it, and it's like in Poipu, it's like you're literally just like right off the beach. You could be in like 4 or 5 feet of water, and there's just kind of these rock formations around. A lot of turtles come up on that beach too.
Sure.
You got to steer clear of them.
Yeah.
When I was there was this big like sea lion or seal one time that came like romping through the snorkeling area, and you got to stay clear of those. Those are wild animals that will just bomb rush you, baby.
Of course.
But yeah, man, I love a nice warm water snorkel.
Love it. And you and 599 of your friends could set the record again, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like we've talked about records we could potentially set.
Right.
There was the hockey game that set the record for Hawaiian shirts in one spot. Mm-hmm. I think we could do that. There's something that feels slightly irresponsible about encouraging hundreds and hundreds of people to snorkel in the same environment. It just feels like it might not be good for the fish. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to be a knucklehead, touch the coral. Not supposed to do that. Right. Somebody might use, not a mineral-based sunscreen. Maybe they're out there with the bad stuff on. Mm-hmm. It just, I'm sure it can be done well. Right. But it seems like it would be a lot harder to do safely. And, that ocean, it's something I care about, buddy.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it in check. So I applaud them, and apparently the whole thing was to show that you can do this kind of stuff and support the environment. So like it seems like it would be opposed, but like the whole point of the thing was to be like, hey, listen, you can like have people out here enjoying this, but also respect and even help preserve the ocean ecosystem here.
Good for them. Good for the Maldives.
I didn't know anything about the Maldives. They literally are just right below India.
Just right below India, yeah, like in the northern Indian Ocean.
They're just the tropics. You go around that circle, and there's just a lot of beautiful islands out there in the world, buddy.
And we're going to get some more, maybe do some comedy on some of those very remote islands.
Still, and I mean, we're not going to talk about the broader scope of what's going on in the world.
No.
But let's just say we're still in a holding pattern on what tropical events we're going to be doing in 2026, just until things settle down a little bit, like flights start resuming everywhere.
Our Caracas Comedy Festival just going to be pushed back a few months, I think.
Tough stuff. But I'm very excited to get back out there when it's responsible and when it's safe. Mm-hmm. And that'll be great. Well, man, I think that's all we have for today, Chip. You got anything else?
This was a fun one, man. I think I'm just gonna. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around looking for a nude beach to take some selfies. I think that's my that's the plan for the rest of the day today.
I love it. I think I'm gonna be just as silly as you. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go get some stimulating selfies.
Stimulating stuff, some silly selfies, if you will.
Some silly selfies. Don't send in your silly selfies.
No, please do not. Let's keep it audio only.
We don't need that. But do please call 310-845-6038 and leave us your trouble in paradise stories on the voicemail there. This is the Sunburnt Podcast where we talk about comedy, tropical travel. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. Are there any rules about clothing in the swimming pool?
Well, sir, it is a family area, so bathing suits are required.
Oh, that's no problem. What about 8 people swimming around wearing full mascot outfits?
Just as long as you skim the pool after you're done.
Oh, I plan on it. Mom, take a picture of me. I'm posing like Hulk Hogan.